Hello, and welcome to a Thursday edition of Robert versus the New York Times Crossword. Today we're going to do the Thursday, February 23rd, 2023 crosswords. Go for that 1,091-day streak. So here is your spoiler alert for the Thursday mini. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. The mini is always free to play. All right, let's do it. Oscar, wine, limos, is that right? No. Sci-fi, lifts probably, SPF, more or less, pants-ish, limos, I'm getting real bougie over here. Flacco the Owl, Flaco the Owl? I actually hadn't heard about this news story. I assume it's a current news story. How something can be certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, okay, I take a lot more lifts than limos, but really not many of either. Anyway, now for the main event. That's the Thursday Daily Grid, which is by Joe Deeney today. Here is your spoiler alert. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. The Daily Grid does require a New York Times game subscription, and Thursday's the hard themeless of the week, so one of my favorite puzzles of the week. This one's got some really tall corners, interesting. Anyway, let's see what Joe Deeney has in store for us. Let's get into it. Zeros and ones in computing, those are bits. Basic training, maybe boot camp. Holiday marking the exodus from Egypt. Isn't that Passover? Providers of assistance after a crash. IT something. This is on the other hand, beginning to an end. It's such fun to fool the folks and make them butts of harmless jokes. ... Okay. Danny of the NBA. A lot of Dannys. Danny Ainge maybe. Without pause. Maybe in a row. Something like that. Whenever I need to get a bump, I find it right there at the pump. Badgers could be nag. Hair problem could be a snarl. Family man. Grandpa. Granddad. Guest posted a gaze ETD. Madre's hermana is Tia. For me, the Super Bowl's a bore, but watching these is fun galore. Puccini aria that I don't know. This is Elsa, though. Mysterious and drive-through conveniences. Could be ATMs. Snack item that's green in the middle. A mint Oreo. Enjoys a leisurely weekend morning, say. Sleeps in. Dawns. Maybe puts on. Short-sighted. Wanders around an airport in brief. Oh, TSA. Like they use wands, and that's since they're wanderers. It could be royal. Blank research. Togas? Prop for the Riddler. This is Kane. Arcane? Draft picks, maybe beers. Rowdy crowd is a mob. Namaste on top. Toasters. I don't see it yet. Nail polish applications are coats. As a rule, lay of the land. This is apnea. Jan Honoree. MLK. IT people. Okay, so it wasn't what I thought it was down here. Oh, Pesach. Or whatever it is in Hebrew. This is theta. It's not always an angle. A nerve. Okay. Couleur de la Seine. Robin Roberts' network. Bleu. ABC. Exams a must for future docs. Make sure your answers fill the box. I want to say MCATs, but USS something. Wearing. Clad in. This could be a dashiki. Fathers and sons? Boys? This is Spook, right? Seinfeld actor Jerry. But it's not Seinfeld. Okay. A hospital has many specialized places where patients recover in bright, cheerful spaces. Anna de Armas. Like the German cake Zwiebelkuchen. 3 something cake. Pattern that represent a clan. Tartan. Finance and knits. Be behind in a way. Maybe O. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Faculties. Maybe senses. This is wards. Oh, 2 wards. 2 MCATs. I see. They're odes. I see. Top ranks to pranks. To gas. To asters. Okay, I see. Short E. In one go. To ads, toads, granddad, probably. Actress Christina, probably it's Reachy, right? Macros here. Drumstick part. Clad in. I don't have it. The words that rightly commend cerulean birds and Harry's best friend. To Ron and something. Dark Force. Berkeley Bears is Cal. Stiller. This is towards. Unwise. Source of many an ode in brief. Is this an oniony? A non-cone, like the ice cream treat. In again. Retro. Longtime Fiat model. Beyond strange. Pitch. USS Cole. Something it might be good to break. A habit. Alien. Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto Blue Jays. This is probably senses. Not quite closed is a jar. Some bar stock or rise and just rotary. All right. We got there eventually. We've got a left-right symmetric grid. And we've got a bunch of words that begin with to, T-O, being interpreted as if they are titles of odes, basically. To gas. Whenever I need to get a bump, I find it right here, there at the pump. It's an ode to gas. An ode to asters. To pranks. Right, so the nice thing here is that these are phrases where if you split it in half, you get another phrase. Starting with 2. This one is nice, to MCATs. It's kind of funny. Because what's left over doesn't look like it should be a word. To Ron to Blue Jays. Now there's not really any... It would be better if these were connected in some way. But it's just... Oh, birds, also Ron Weasley. It's a bit weird. I mean, I kind of get it, right? There's 2 twos. But... So did I miss any? Are these arranged symmetrically? To ads, right? Yeah. One thing I kind of wish is that there weren't any other TOs in the grid. That would be good. But we have, on the other hand here, with a TO, we have on top here with a TO. I'm not sure why I think it would be better. I just feel like it would be a little better. Like that L grid a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was last week. Taking the L, there were no other L's in the grid. That's actually a thing that I didn't notice, but yeah. All right, this is an interesting idea. It took me a long time to figure out, frankly. Just reading all these intros to poems, wondering what the heck was happening. But I even got toasters, I didn't see it. But to MCATs, that's nice. I think that was pretty fun. Pretty fun. And we got this T in the middle of the grid, which I don't think means anything. Anyway, let's look through this thing. We've got bits. We've got Danny Ainge, which that's hard. That's hard if you're not an NBA person. Danny Ainge, I think, is still the general manager of the Celtics, right? And played for the Celtics as a player. No. He's not. He's an executive for the Utah Jazz. I had no idea that he had switched. That's right, he played baseball too. So Toronto Blue Jays is actually in the puzzle, along with Danny Ainge. It's sort of a Danny Ainge tribute puzzle. Apparently it's only about a year and a half ago. A bit more than a year ago. He's also the alternate governor of the Utah Jazz, whatever that means. Anyway. Let's see what else. Oppo research, like opposition research. Not something I'm familiar with, but namaste. Yeah, this is just random 3 letters, Gia and Tia. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce this. I would say Pesach, but it is just Passover. It looks like Pesach might be correct, actually. Pesach, or Pesach, in biblical Hebrew. Yeah, I knew this, but I sort of thought that maybe there was some kind of rebus or skipping going on or something. So that's why I put in the PAS and moved on. But lucky that maybe unlucky that they start with the same letter. Daishiki. It's also something spelled with an I between the A and the S, right? Daishiki. Am I wrong about that? Wikipedia doesn't mention it at all, so maybe I'm just wrong. I think I'm just wrong. Dashiki. Alright, well, good to have a spelling correction there. Cal. The University of California at Berkeley. Having gone to a much worse University of California school, I feel some resentment. We've got Arnie Duncan. This was Obama's education secretary, right? I'm always amazed when people can name like a ton of cabinet members. It's just not a skill that I have, but maybe I don't read enough US news or something. Boot camp IT people, top ranks. Yeah, the short E just means, the first letter of N, he pronounces a short E. Looks a bit awkward in the grid to me, but Mint Oreo. We also have this TO also, which I didn't notice, but shout out to Oreo. Theta. Okay, theta is often used for angles, but not always, not exclusively. But fair enough. A wander, someone who wands. You should also be on the lookout for stuff like flower for a river. That's like a classic cryptic crossword kind of clue. Something about flower, but it's actually flower. Also tower instead of tower. Jerry Stiller, is that someone's dad on Seinfeld? Is this Jerry's dad? No, it's Frank Costanza. Oh gosh, I actually have watched a decent amount of Seinfeld, but Zwiebelkuchen. I'm realizing that I said that this was 3, but that's wrong for 2 reasons. First of all, I was thinking of 2, but 2 actually isn't spelled like this. Zwiebelkuchen. So Kuchen is definitely cake, right? Does Zwiebel just mean onion? Yeah, Zwiebel just means onion. Whoops. All my foreign words today have problems. Yeah, this is like the ice cream treat. Maybe if I have non-US viewers, I don't know how familiar you are with drumsticks, but I was always thinking of chicken drumsticks first, and then what you might play drums with, but it was a double misdirect. And I think that's kind of cute. Not overly tricky. There's no like actual trick. It's just like a parsing thing. So actually, time is actually pretty fast, even though it felt like it took a while to figure it out. But I think that was actually pretty interesting. I think that was pretty interesting. Anyway, let's now do the plus word. So here is your spoiler alert for the plus word. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. The plus word is free to play. It's like a British mini crossword meets Wordle at the end. So I always enjoy doing it. Whenever it loads, let's do it. Whenever it loads. Will we ever load? All right, sufficient and type of tea. Mediterranean country. Could be Italy. No. Worked at steadily. Plied, maybe? Nearby? Close? Foe, enemy. That one's for sure. This is gonna be ample going across. So nearby could be. It's gonna be Salon there. Malta. Assam. Piece could be slice. Local. So an Y here we have penny. There we go. Okay, admire our completed puzzle, which wasn't that easy today. Sorry, my browser window. Super short. Anagram of loans. Best people for the job, the A team. Yeah, I think the only one here that's kind of a gimme on the first pass is enemy. But made it through. Right. Anyway, last thing we do here before we go is we take a look at the leaderboard for tomorrow's mini, where we've got Herman Chow already ahead of me in 15 seconds, Oriana, Kefa Sventa, followed by the lovely married couple of Aero Tangos and Antaro Tuna. It's pretty late here, getting a late start on the video today. On the old secret leaderboard, we have Rudwick in 22, quite competitive, Andrew Cabo Head Emoji, Kimball, and Lydian. Shout out to all of you. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you tomorrow for some Friday puzzles. See you then.